Really quick before we start, if my audio sounds a bit blown out for some reason, my microphone decided to just turn itself up all the way for some reason. It's digital. I don't know why I did that, but it did, and I didn't catch it until after most of this was filmed, so I've tried my best. Sorry. So I've already made a couple of videos on this channel talking about Bing's new chat feature where you can ask it very complicated questions and get very complicated answers. In today's video, we are going to be looking at something very, very cool because I just got access to Google's Bard experiment, which is, for all intents and purposes, their version of Bing Chat. So we're going to ask Bard some questions. We're going to ask Google Chat some questions. Google Chat, Bing Chat some questions. We're going to see who does a better job answering those questions. And let's start off in the most selfish way possible with this question. What do you know about the YouTuber Shane Craig? And let's see how quickly it's actually able to answer this question and what sort of information it finds about me. Hopefully it doesn't dox me in my own video. Okay, so it knows nothing. Let's go to Bing's AI and we will try the same thing. And Bing's chat has a very good answer. All of this is absolutely accurate. So score 1 for Bing. Back to Bard. What will Surface Duo 3 be like? Obviously, we're asking it about a device that is not out, is not announced. We're having it basically look for rumors. Okay, we have an answer. And it thought for a second, and then boom, there was the answer. It didn't sort of type the thing out. So let's see what we have here. Surface Duo 3 is reportedly being canceled and replaced with a book-style foldable. That's not really... I mean, okay, whatever, I guess. So if they mean Duo 3, the dual screen phone wasn't canceled, it's just changed forms. I can argue semantically there, but we're gonna keep moving. Similar to the Fold 4, okay, that's accurate. A name change would be likely, maybe. Duo 3 was reportedly finalized. I don't think I'd use the word finalized, but they had a phone, they scrapped it for a true foldable. Reportedly slated for release this year. Okay, so most of this is pretty good. Okay, so let's go back to Bing and we'll ask it the same question and see if we get a better or different answer. And this answer is very, very similar. Now, one big difference here is that each line, you can see where they got this from. With Bard, that's not really the case. View other drafts. So there's other drafts, other versions of this that you can read that might be slightly different. How do we get the sources for this? How do we know where this is coming from? Is there no way to do this? We can Google it. I don't want to do that. I'd like to know where we're getting this information from because this is a very useful feature. So I would call this a draw, but in the sense that Bing gives me sources, that's not specific to this answer, but I'm going to say we're sitting at 2-0 for Bing Chat right now. What is the best smartphone in the world? Will it say the Pixel 7 Pro? Will it say the iPhone? Will it say the S23 Ultra? Let's find out. There's no best smartphone. It depends on your individual needs. However, the most popular are iPhone 14 Pro, S23 Ultra, Google Pixel 7 Pro, so I got all those right. Here are some factors. Okay, once you've considered these factors, try narrowing down your search. Okay, let's see what Bing says. And I do also want to point out that we don't really have like follow-up questions. We'll come back to that. We got the same 3 answers, but whoa, we're getting way more information here. Way more information. So according to Tech Advisor, it's these. According to US News, it's these. This website said it was these. ZDNet says it was these. And there's all this information here. Now, here's a cool thing that we can do. We can do a follow-up question. So I can say, what about for battery life? Will it understand the context of the prior question and give me an answer based on that? It did. Fantastic. Okay, and those are good answers. So let's go back and we're going to do the same thing here. Google is definitely faster. But Bing is consistently giving me more information to work with. Lots more data from Bing, faster responses from Google. This is very interesting. Is Google releasing a folding phone? Yes, Google. There you have it, guys. News broken right there. We have broken the news. It is happening. going to be the headline right there. Google Bard confirms the Pixel Fold is coming. I hope it's not running Android 12, though. That seems to be a little hard for me to believe. Bing errs on the side of caution. They're rumored to be releasing one. No official announcement yet, but Bard just said, yep, it's happening. Yes, that is a firm answer from Google. I mean, they would know, right? Now, I do want to point out that Bing has recently been rolling out the ability to generate images with words. So you could say, make me a picture of XYZ, and it will apparently use that DALL-E thing to make you an image. I wish I could show you this and test this, but it has not yet rolled out to my account. It just tells me that it can't do it yet. But that's a really big deal. We just got Bard, but Bing just added image generation. So that's a really, really crazy thing that I want to test. I want to see how high res these things are. Can I use them for thumbnails? Can I use them for backgrounds on things? That would be very, very cool, but I can't unfortunately test that just yet. All we can look at are the ways that it answers the questions. And honestly, I think this is very, very compelling because Bing, like I said, is a bit slower, but the answers are more detailed and better sourced. Google seems to be quicker, more succinct, but yeah, not nearly as much information being given to me in that way. Now, I also want to point out that, of course, Bing Chat has already been rolled into their phone application, and so that's definitely a thing you can already do in their app or in the web browser. Bard is something you're going to have to go to bard.google.com on your phone, and presumably it will work just fine on there. But you can imagine that Bard is going to slowly be integrated more tightly into the Android operating system itself. We have seen rumors that generative AI type things like this, maybe that's not even the right term, but basically AI generated smart replies are coming to Google Messages very soon. So you're going to see more of this stuff integrated into Android in a way that Bing Chat probably can't really do much further past something like a better widget or something like that. It's also worth noting that Bing has been actually integrated into the Microsoft Edge web browser. Let's go back to picture-in-picture here, and let's kind of bring this down so that you can see all of my browser. You see this little Bing Chat thing over there. Let me show you what this does very quickly because it's super cool. Let's go to Android headlines and let's just click on a video here. And we're going to click on the little Bing Chat button. And there's lots of neat things that it can do. More creative, more balanced, more precise. So customization here. You can actually use it to compose a message for you. Exactly what it looks like there, which is very, very cool. There are insights, so it shows you the page topics and things that might be related to it. But you can also chat here. So let's do something. Look at these things it's possibly looking at me asking. Those are all pretty useful, but let's do page takeaways. And it's going to read this review by, I'm going to go with Christian there, and it's going to distill that down into a paragraph. And that is just awesome. And that's something that Bard is obviously not doing yet. They've just rolled it out, so it's early days for Google in that regard. So there you go, guys. If you wanted to see how Bard compared to Bing's Chat in terms of the way that it just functions at a basic level, hopefully that answers the question. I still think Bing is a little bit further ahead than where Google is, but Google has the power to take leaps forward very, very quickly, and I imagine that's probably going to happen. We also got confirmation that the Pixel Fold is, in fact, it's confirmed, so that's great news as well. Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content just like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.